Hi, my name is Mike Slover. I own a company called Strategy Wizards. It's a marketing and advertising consulting company. I want to take you back 25 years ago to a track in Jerseyville, Illinois, at the high school that I grew up at. See, this was mile day, where everyone was running the mile, and I had it in my mind that I wanted to be the first in the class to run the mile the quickest. And about the only thing that I remember from that day was coming around the fourth turn and not feeling the legs under my waist. I looked down and I could see them there, but I couldn't feel them. And as I ran straight past the finish line, I crashed and I rolled and I was out of breath and trying not to vomit everywhere. And the coach yelled out, "Slover, 4 minutes, 58 seconds. The fastest in my high school class. But what I want you to know is running is painful. It's painful to run. And it reminded me of running a relational advertising campaign. You see, in the first 4 to 6 months of an advertising campaign, it's painful. But you don't feel the pain physically, you feel it financially. You see, the first 4 to 6 months, you're shelling out more than what's coming in. And sometimes, even my own clients, they have a little bit of nervousness and they'll want to start going into direct response mode. But if we could just stay the course, then the prize is on the other side of 4 to 6 months typically. So I had to find a tangible template that I could give my clients to keep us on course. And lo and behold, as fate would have it, we just came out of a really crazy election year, and I turned on the news and I saw a politician, and he was talking about all the campaign promises that Donald Trump had made during the campaign, and how when he got into office, he could only focus on 3 to 4 things. He only had the bandwidth for 3 to 4 things his entire presidency. And I started thinking, this reminds me of a character diamond. Now, a character diamond is a technique that David Freeman, Hollywood screenwriter and screenwriting instructor, created. And it basically goes like this. If you draw a diamond shape, like a baseball diamond, you fill out the 4 sides with different personality traits of a character that you want to make for major motion pictures, for Hollywood. And that's your guide and your template to direct how you're going to write in that character, to stay in the character. So I took that knowledge and I created what I'm calling a strategy diamond. A strategy diamond is shaped just like the baseball diamond. It has a north quadrant, an east quadrant, a south quadrant, and a west quadrant. And this is to keep your selling strategy on course. The north quadrant has to have some type of core identity. You know, what is the one thing that you're known for? What is your big idea? And your big idea needs to be conveyed in 12 words or less. And it should also be the benefit that you provide, how you position your company in the marketplace against your competitors. So what's the one main big idea of your company? Write that down on the north quadrant of your strategy diamond. Now, there's a gas station in Canada called Millencourt Petro-Canada. It's owned by a Wizard of Ads partner named Scott Frazier. They do $1 million a month in a town of 4,000 people. And their big idea? They're a 50s style car care. They service your car all over. They check your fluids, they check your windshield wipers, they check your tires, they do it all. And that's their big idea. They don't look like a 50s style gas station, but they give service like a 50s style gas station. Now, the second quadrant of your strategy diamond should be some type of obvious, the thing that you can see on the outside, and that is differentiation. How do you differentiate your products or service? Based off of your big idea. So basically, your big idea is up here, north quadrant, your differentiators over here. It should go back and forth like a pendulum, back and forth like a compass. The differentiator is taking from the big idea. Millencourt Petro-Canada, the gas station, one way that they differentiate themselves is free air. Just like it should be is their tagline. Free air, just like it should be. Now, back in the 50s, everybody got free air, so it matches up with their one big idea. So that's the east quadrant of your strategy diamond. The south quadrant, to make a strategy interesting, has to employ some type of vulnerability. So you'll need to have a courageous offer. There's a company called Zappos. They started off in 1998 as shoesite.com. Now, I don't know about you, but I wasn't really willing to give my credit card over the internet for a pair of shoes, a commodity, in 1998. So that was a limiting factor. I didn't know if they were going to fit or if they were going to be the right color. So Zappos, having the insight, said we're going to give a 365-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like the shoes when you get them, we'll pay for the shipping that got them there, we'll pay for the shipping to ship them back, and then we'll refund your money. They took away the objection. But that was a courageous offer in the heart of Zappos. Most people would have said, you're going to go broke. Everybody will wear your shoes, they'll send them back on the 364th day, and they'll take advantage of you. Well, yeah, a small little percentage, what we call the knucklehead factor, will take advantage of you. But since the offer is so strong and courageous, more mass amounts of people will do business with you. That's the South Quadrant, a courageous offer. And the West Quadrant, the final quadrant in your strategy diamond, should have some type of surprise, because without surprise, there is not delight. So what is your unexpected delight factor? How do you delight your customers with something that you did not promise them? We'll go back and we'll take a look at that famous company, Zappos, who became a billion-dollar company in less than 10 years. And when you first ordered shoes with Zappos back in the early days, they would upgrade your shipping to overnight. You'd go on, make the order, you'd go to bed, you'd wake up the next day, look out on the porch, and bam, there's a box from Zappos. How can you not feel good about this company? But the secret is, you don't advertise it. You don't advertise your unexpected delight factor. So those are the four sides. One big idea, differentiate. How do you differentiate your product or service? What is your courageous offer? And what's the unexpected delight factor? And that is how you create a strategy diamond.